Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, brothers. It is your dude, International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream. First and foremost, before I speak any further, can you please press a one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear? Please press a one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Who's in the building? Just want to make sure my audio is clean, crisp, and concise. Joe, can you hear me, bro? Am I good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Super, super. So thank you, Jerome, Baseball Clips, Agent Clutch, Black Muslim, Charlotte Mars, awesome. So I think we're good. So brothers, welcome to another special live stream on this beautiful Thursday morning for me at 1:30 a.m. And of course Wednesday for you brothers in America. I want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. And welcome aboard the new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. So when you come in, brothers, please like the video. Likes are very important. Throughout tonight, please make sure you hit the super chats and the PayPal donations too. And of course, book your IT consultations on my calendar link in the description box below. Join the Patreon too regarding IT, mentorship, and of course, intern and foreign women. And of course, brothers, and of course, make sure you cop the merch and support me any way possible. Let's get it cracking, man. So, in today's live stream, I've got a very special guest with me called Mr. Joe. And as you can hear in the title, or you can see in the title, sorry, he is now joining the Passport Bros movement and is on his way to becoming a digital nomad thanks to getting IT. So we shall be breaking down his IT journey, what countries he's going to, how that's like for him, etc., etc. So it's going to be a very big interview. Joe, how you doing, bro?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. I'm doing fantastic, brother. So, Joe, let's get down to business, brother. Do you mind giving us a brief intro about yourself, who you are, where you're from, and anything interesting about you?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm from Boston. About like 4 years ago or so, I was trying to do a career change and had traveled with a few friends. Went out to Costa Rica and Colombia, and basically decided from that point I wanted to be remote and get into the IT space. So I did some research, worked in like just entry level IT jobs, and kind of worked my way through up into my current role at a cloud engineer right now.
Wow. And brother, I want to congratulate you for becoming a cloud engineer. Um, and I want you to tell us the process as to the beginning parts as to getting into IT to now becoming a cloud engineer and that process, brother. Do you mind breaking that down for us?
Yeah, it was a little easier for me because I already had a background in IT, but started doing some research. I heard more about AWS and Azure, and learned some skills, got some certifications, and actually was really listening to this stream and hearing about Theo and the group and how he was able to help people get into cloud engineering, and kind of just went all in.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. A shout out to Theo for doing what he does. I think you were in Theo's class, right?
Yeah, I was in the class, was it March and April?
Awesome, brother. Awesome. So obviously now you're beginning your cloud journey. Theo is in the cloud. Theo promotes cloud to brothers and shout out to Theo for teaching brothers every week. Much appreciation to you, Theo. Now let's break down your way to becoming a cloud engineer. So what certifications did you take, brother, at all?
I took the solutions architect for AWS, but my current company is Azure. Uh, but the thing with cloud is once you understand one of them, you have the foundations for the other three. So GCP, Azure, and AWS. Um, and the interview process was actually very easy, just because I had such basic information about DevOps and cloud and Kubernetes and stuff like that. So I was able to just kind of get the role.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. Now, this role is a cloud engineer, and I know that's a very incredible and important role, and it's a role that I know for a fact pays very, very well. So, I want to break down, more about your cloud journey and this interview process. So you got your cert. How long did it take for you to get your interview for this job or various interviews? Was it a 1 month process? Was it 2 months? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, I would say it was about 2.5, maybe 3 months. I actually had gotten laid off from my previous role, and when everyone else in the tech space was laid off and jobs weren't easy to come by, but I was just really disciplined and setting out my resume, updating LinkedIn, networking, and sure enough, I got a role.
Fantastic, brother. I think your journey from actually seeing the live stream I did with Theo to now getting the role is a dream. It's an absolute dream, and this is the future for brothers who are persistent, who keep listening to me and Theo. We will guide you in the right direction. So well done there, bro. So, brother, you got the cert, you got your first IT job. I'm super proud of you, and thanks for breaking down your IT journey. So, would you say that cert definitely opened doors for you in terms of getting your first cloud job, bro?
Yeah, I would say so. For this current role, I actually didn't even need a certification. It just was timing. Like they had an immediate need and they really needed someone. But overall, I think with recruiters, it definitely helped out.
Fantastic, brother. Fantastic, fantastic. So now, brother, you now have freedom. You're on your way to becoming a free man. You're in the cloud space, and cloud is big in Germany. It's big in Japan, South Korea. Um, it's big in the Middle East. You literally have a lot of options and flexibility, brother. To gain wealth, to earn great money, and of course, live a true passport bros lifestyle and a digital nomad lifestyle. And we love to see that, brother. So, for brothers who are watching this live stream right now, Joe, do you mind telling them, how IT has changed your life, what benefits it will give to brothers to get into IT, and what benefit it's given to you, brother, so far in your career?
Yeah, if you want more freedom, if you want to travel, if you want to stay in the States, but just have more flexibility with your life and make really good income, IT is definitely where it's at. IP preaches IT, and honestly, if you have a sense of urgency and you do what he says, do the IT consultation, join Theo's group, you could be there too. Easily six figures, 150K a year.
Amazing, brother, amazing. And do you know why it's such a benefit for brothers getting into IT? A lot of my viewers are in America, and the salaries are crazy in America, particularly for cloud and other IT fields. Brothers are earning 300K a year. Brothers are earning 200K a year. Brothers are earning 150K a year, 180K a year in America with benefits. So imagine earning 180K a year and you're living in Colombia. You're a made man. You're a
You're
made
in the
man.
1%.
You're in the 1%, bro. you know, I mean, so now I want to ask this, brother, right? Um, this is a new chapter in your life, right? Obviously, IT, you got to keep studying more, you got to keep achieving more, go for the 200K mark, the 300K mark. So, what is your long term goal, brother?
Yeah, just like you said, get to that 300K mark, start getting some Airbnb properties, or even start like a bigger business or something. The sky's the limit. This is just like the beginning for me, honestly. So yeah.
Fantastic, brother. Fantastic. Now, let me read a super chat. So, shout out to Mr. Jerome for the $10 Canadian super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Just finished a coding course after a long year of study, and I am on my way to getting that remote job. Would never have done this without you, IP. Salute to you, Jerome. Thank you very much, man. Again, changing one brother's life at a single time, man. That means a lot to me, brother. Brothers, if you're interested in this IT game, you can see in the live stream chat that blue bar, right? You can join either one of those free tiers, the bronze IT tier, the platinum tier, or the IP lightning tier to have IT mentorship from me. And you should also book your IT consultations with me, brothers. I will lead you to a path of success. It's only up to you if you want to take up my offer. And I'll be teaching Python again, okay? starting in either August or September, only if I have enough people to teach. Okay, so if I reach that head count, I'm going to go ahead and teach a new batch of students. I'm going to teach Python to a new batch of students. Make sure you're there, brothers. Me and Theo, we're putting in work for you, brothers, man. We really are. We are sacrificing our free time for the benefit and for the success of our brothers. Please take advantage of it. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $199 super chat. Looking to get into government tech. Any suggestions? You got any suggestions for him, Joe, before I answer that question?
Yeah, government roles usually require like a security clearance, so just kind of be careful about that. I think DC tends to be obviously because a lot of government stuff down there, the best place for government jobs. But is there like a specific reason why you want to get into government tech? Because that also
Uh,
matters too.
mm, let us know, Stupid Rams, of course. Let us know, bro. Appreciate you, Stupid Rams, for the support. Much appreciated, bro. So this is awesome, brother. So you now have your foundation to start making money and traveling all around the world. And I want to, um, you know, before I go into the travel part, can you explain just how much this channel and Phil has helped you, right, to get to where you are? I know it may be me encouraging IT, it may be the different beautiful women I have on here, my interviews, the live streams. I encourage you, brother. Theo as well, teaching once a week. Can you just tell us how much we've helped you in this process?
Bro, it's everything. I've been watching this for like 2 years now, and just from hearing dudes traveling to getting into IT to starting businesses to just the more feminine energy from women overseas. It's everything.
Wow, wow, amazing, amazing, man. It's, I'm almost in tears, man. Wow. All praise is due to the Lord, man. This is amazing. Wow. Just trust me. One of the things that give me joy is seeing other brothers do well. Right. You know, one of the things that give me joy is just seeing brothers change their lives and live to their true potential, live good, eat good, have a great foreign girlfriend. And I want that for all brothers that watch this channel, man. Right. I am genuine. You can tell that I am a genuine brother. I don't chase no clout. I ain't doing this for for fun and games. I've been changing lives for a minute now, right? I take this passport, bro, serious. I take this channel very seriously. You can tell by the effort I put. I have a genuine concern to see brothers rise to the top, and I'm not gonna stop until I see brothers get to the top, man. So well done there, Joe. Those words mean a lot to me. So you got your foundation, brother. Now, I want to know more about your travel plans. So, my first question to you, brother, is there a continent or a country you're looking to live there while earning American dollars?
Um, yeah, I'm actually heading to Denmark tomorrow. So I'm gonna do Denmark and Sweden and check it out. That stream you had with I forgot the dude's name, but when he said it was criminal how they were checking for brothers out there, that just blew my mind. So I'm heading out, gonna see what it's like over there, and probably Scandinavian countries. I've never been a huge fan of uh, maybe like the Asian countries. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future, but I'm gonna start there.
Okay, that's awesome there, bro. Because um, so the dollar is very strong, right? So are you saying Europe might be your base? Are you considering like Germany, Scandinavia? I'm guessing you're into white women, huh?
Yeah, I'll start in Germany. Kind of go from there and then bounce around a little bit.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So tell us more. Okay. So are you planning to live permanently abroad, or are you planning to do 6 months in America, 6 months in Europe? What is your actual, you know, goal in terms of being a passport, bro?
Yeah, I might do like 6 months in the States and just bounce around a little bit. I know obviously Europe gets cold in the winter, so maybe check out Brazil and see what's going on down there. But yeah, I mean the world's my oyster. I can kind of go everywhere, see what's like.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Now, let me read a super chat real quick. Shout out to Mr. Almighty Reef for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. I'm looking into cloud engineering and cybersecurity right now. What computer languages do you recommend for your position? I recommend Python. Without a single doubt, you need to learn Python. And if you're serious, you're gonna join my Python classes coming very soon. But Python fits cybersecurity and and cloud engineering like a hand to a glove. What would you say to that, Joe?
Yeah, Python. I wish I studied more about Linux and then obviously Azure or AWS for your cloud. Um, Ansible is getting really hot, so picking up YAML um, kind of coding language, and that should get you some pretty good interviews.
Awesome, awesome, fantastic, brother. So now, thank you for the support there, Almighty Re. Now I want to ask this, brother, right? I think when you're a passport bro, when you're a digital nomad, it's very important to understand the type of woman you like, right? Focus on her, learn her language, okay? Learn her culture very well, and target that group of women. So I know you're into white women, right? But is there a particular set of white women that you like the most? Is it white Swedish women? Is it white German women? Is it white Ukrainian women? White Russian women? Break it down for us, bro.
I'm into everything. It's more just the mm, I guess away from the States and the whole feminist and modern women type of vibes. But as long as she looks good, and I'm down. But um, yeah, so
Okay, awesome, brother. So, brother, let me tell you this right. You're in a very you're a high value man right now, without a single doubt. You're an IT. You have a very incredible job title. You're a cloud engineer. You're going to be earning great money. So, what do you want your future long term girlfriend or wife to be? Do you want her to work? Um, do you want her to be a stay at home mom? Or how is she gonna compliment you, brother? What kind of woman are you looking for in terms of personality, and how she can augment you as a high value man, brother?
hopefully cooking and providing energy and just being there for support. Like I don't really ask too much. I'm not really looking for like a power couple where she's working and she's kind of doing other stuff like that too. So maybe something more like a stay-at-home type of girlfriend situation.
Respect, man, respect. I think that power couple thing is quite overrated. You know, I think when women get power gets to their head, they become masculine, less feminine. You don't want that in your household. You want a chick that's chill, that's humble, that is lucky that she feels personally, oh, I'm lucky to have you. I'm lucky to have this man. That's what we want her to be thinking 24/7, 365. So would you agree with that, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't study this hard to get a 50-50 relationship. So
Facts, bro. So let me ask this, brother, right? Let me ask this, right? Um, so you essentially want so let's say, brother, you leave for a country in September for the next 6 months, right? You're in, let's say, Germany. You find a really cool chick. She's half Japanese. She's half Korean. She's everything you want, but she works, right? You see yourself with her for a long time, maybe potentially marriage, because she's just amazing. Do you tell her to stop working and be at home, or do you fresh out a bit and once you're married, that's when she's gonna be at home?
yeah, I'd probably just go with the flow. I'm not even um how do I say this? Like super into the idea of marriage. Like maybe more into like a long-term partnership, but I feel like marriage is kind of overrated and kind of dying. Um, but yeah, I mean, if the money's good and the dollar stretches long, and the vibes are good, then yeah, maybe she can quit our job and we can travel and do whatever and explore the world.
Awesome, bro. So let me ask this, brother, right? Give me your top five countries that that are in your interest in terms of moving there, and living a passport bros lifestyle.
Yeah, honestly, I've heard so many good things about Poland, Germany. I know on a couple streams, Sweden seems like it's more for pleasure, not really like long-term relationships. But um, yeah, I'll probably just say maybe the Eastern European type of countries and go from there.
Awesome, awesome, amazing, amazing so far. Now, um, so lifestyle also important, brother. You're gonna be making a lot more money, brother. So your lifestyle will change. I doubt you're gonna be the same person you are 6 months. You may want to get, a gold watch, Rolex. You may want to get 5 Teslas, brother. So, how do you see your lifestyle changing, brother? You're a high value man right now. You're in a high paying profession. Are you going to be spending more money? And what will you spend that on? Is that more education or more on enjoying yourself by eating at, Michelin star restaurants, Hakkasan? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of both. I'm definitely gonna buy a couple stocks. I mean, the economy's not looking too hot with the recession and everything going on, and potentially, war with China and Russia and whatnot. But being smart, investing, getting a business, but also splurging every now and then. Restaurants, obviously, when you're not in the States, your dollar goes further, and you can do more, you can explore more, and go out to eat and all that stuff. So definitely looking to spend some too.
Fantastic, brother. And I think now that you're going to be earning great money. I think it's important to diversify your assets, right? You got to diversify and invest in assets that can give you more wealth, and have a 5 year plan and a 10 year plan. And I've always spoken to this with brothers who have finally achieved that salary goal when they book consultations with me, or they have me as a mentor, brother. Is diversify your bonds. I got that from The Wire, the TV show. Love that show. So yeah, so you gotta diversify your bonds, right? So you said stocks, that's great, brother. Now, what about crypto, real estate? Are there any other parts where you want to invest into to give you, long-term wealth, bro?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to buy a couple properties either here or overseas. Like actually, one of my friends, she bought a house in Costa Rica and she put it on Airbnb and basically lives off that house, which is kind of crazy. But I'm trying to do something like that where I get like, real estate income on the side too and buy a couple stocks. I'm not a huge fan of crypto. I feel like it's a little too shaky. Like I seen Doge go up to like $1 and then down to like 10 cents. I don't know what's happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum. So I feel like FANG stocks are way safer. Kind of just stick with the Nasdaq and kind of just go from there. But yeah.
Amazing. So, let's unpack that Airbnb Costa Rica situation. I think that's a great avenue, to actually make money on top of you earning a great salary with your IT job, bro. So I'm guessing, so she Airbnbs her property. Who looks after it? Does she fly back between the US and Costa Rica, or is she living in Costa Rica?
I think she lives there, but she has like a clean team with her as well.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Amazing, bro. Um, Hold on, bro. Shout out to Mr. The Black Muslim. Shout out to you, bro, for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated, brother, for the support. Appreciate you, brother. Marriage is the best environment to raise children. The better the soil, the better the fruits. Plant your seed in the best environment. Yes, indeed, I agree with that. What's your thoughts about that, Mr. Joe?
I mean, hopefully, non-modern Western women can change my mind, but just from what I'm seeing and over here with this city girl nonsense, it's very depressing.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. I am WAF for the $2 super chat. Are you working remotely? Do you have time to work 2 jobs? Break it down for us, Joe.
Actually, I think I do have a lot of time because this job is very relaxed, which is good because I can just pick up on Linux and Azure and learn some more stuff. But I'm kind of holding off on applying for a second job. Instead opting to do like a side hustle or like a business or something. I feel like that will probably take me a little further than doing two jobs, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Amazing, amazing. So, brother, I want to make you know that you being in cloud, bro, the world is your oyster because the Middle East, that's ripe for you, brother, to even make even more money there, brother. You're American, you have the certs they need. You think what you're earning now is great. Wait until you go to the Middle East. You also have Germany, brother, where they need people. There's a shortage of IT workers in Germany that can also increase your income there, brother. You got Japan, and they need people there in Japan, in South Korea too. They need people in Canada as well. So all these high income countries, they're looking for people. So if you get tired of America completely, you start applying for these other countries. You move there, you're earning great money, and then you can travel around that area and do your thing. Now, for example, if you pick Canada, okay, right, you're in Vancouver, you're going to be around dime Asian women that are checking heavy for brothers. Oh Lord, without a single doubt, brother. They're checking heavy for brothers in Vancouver. So you ain't even got to travel. You just deal with the Asian woman in Vancouver, bro, and you're earning crazy amount of money, bro. The world is your oyster, bro. How does it feel, brother? Right, to have all that power.
Yeah, I mean, IT is the best decision. I mean, even if you don't want to travel and be a passport bro, there's no reason to stay in America and be broke. It's just too easy to make money with IT or just really anything. Like tech sales is also really hot, really popular. I've seen people do like things on Shopify. It's just, just go after it.
Absolutely, man. And I want, Mr. West says right in the classic album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy on the song Power. No one man should have all that power. No, I want brothers to have all that power, man. I want brothers to take control of their lives and have these many options. Options not only with foreign women, but options in terms of career options. Guess what? You know what, bro? I am tired of America. Let me apply to a job in Vancouver, Canada. Let me apply to a job in Hamburg, Berlin, or Hamburg, Germany, or Berlin, Germany. Let me apply to somewhere in the Middle East. Let me apply to somewhere in the East. The power is in your hand, brothers. The power is in your hands right now, Joe. You know?
It's the best decision I ever made. I mean, I couldn't imagine going to grad school paying, $30,000, $40,000 for another degree and then end up making like $60,000 a year. It's like it's crazy. You can do all this on YouTube or join Theo's program for free and just get a six-figure job like that. It's crazy.
There you go, man. I'm telling you, if you're an American brother, you are in the best situation. You're in a better situation than me. You know, UK. Not really. Yeah, the tech market is great, but they don't pay well in the tech market in the UK. But they pay well in the tech market in America. If you're an American brother, there's no excuse right now. Open up the books, start studying, man.
Facts.
And by the end of this year, you get a cert, you start applying for jobs, and your life is changed within 5 to 6 months. Instead of getting another degree for 3 years. Come on, brothers, man. We need to work smarter and not harder, brothers. Book that IT consultation with me. Get on my Patreon IT mentorship plan. Make sure you join my upcoming Python classes, man, if you're serious. 'Cause I teach brothers Python once a week. Theo teaches brothers cloud once a week. I teach Python once a week. Me and Theo, we complement each other like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippens from the Chicago Bulls in the 1990s, man. Come on, brothers, man. you know,
And
you
even if you don't want to code, you can still do tech sales or tech marketing. They always need like account executive for these tech companies. So um, it's something that anyone can do at an entry level. You might have to work your way up, but you can start there and just level up and get that security from a tech company. So plenty of options.
Facts, man. Absolute facts. I mean, brothers, this is our time, brothers. So shout out to Mr. I am WAF for the $2 super chat. Is solutions architect associate enough for a job? Break it down for us, Joe.
Yeah, I've seen that title around. I would look into the company though, like look into their policies. They do work from home. Do they pay well? What's the like workload like? Do they require like a college degree? Like you'll see some companies, even though you don't need a degree to learn the material, they still require like a college degree in something. So just kind of look into that and see if that works for you.
Awesome, awesome. There you go, man. And all it takes is just setting some time aside, 1 hour a day studying, 1 hour a day. Stop watching Netflix. Stop wasting your time on these useless Western women who have no benefit to your lives. All you got to do is study, man, and be consistent, execute, and be in the right mind state. You can achieve what Joe has done and get into IT and be a high value passport, bro. Brother, I want to speak more about woman here because you know that's very important. Obviously, brother, now you're making this big money, right? You're 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 in a good space now. I mean, tell us more about, do you like Asian women, Japanese women, Korean women? Is that an option for you, bro?
Yeah, I gotta disappoint you. I know you're a huge Japanese fan. I don't know. Maybe I haven't caught on to it yet, but maybe I can travel to South Korea. I know Pooh or Po had a stream. He was talking about South Korea, so I'll um I'll look into that. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the wintertime. But
Brother, let me tell you this, man. You roll through South Korea and they know you're in IT. You speak like this like an American. You're a smart brother. You will get the upper echelon of South Korean women after you, bro. Without a single
uh,
doubt,
I'm
brother.
I'm down. I'm down.
You know, you want a half black, half Korean chick? That's there for you, bro. You want a half Ethiopian, half Korean, half Brazilian, half Japanese? I'm sure that exists somewhere. Should be checking for you, bro.
No, I think you're right because you mentioned it on one of your streams that it's almost like they're brainwashed in the States to like not pay attention to their brothers out here. I don't know if it's just the trauma from me being um, I don't know, not really connecting with them, but it's maybe not my cup of tea. Best way to put it.
Brother, I feel you on that because, you know, you're not a Pookie, you're not a Ray Ray, you're not a Thug. So women in the States don't care about you, bro. Education isn't valued amongst women in the States. It's all about clout, all about being 6'5", six pack, six businesses, six Teslas, and all that crap, right? But you take yourself currently right now to other parts of the world, you're like an angel to them, bro.
Yeah,
You're like an
facts.
angel to them, bro. Bruv, telling you, brother, your life has changed forever, bro. I'm telling you.
I've noticed it too. Like when I went to Montreal, I noticed I was getting attention from a lot of women who normally wouldn't be looking my way. Like it was um, Middle Eastern, Asian, just a bunch of foreign women. I couldn't understand why in the States it's just so different, but you just cross the border to Canada and all of a sudden everyone's checking for you. It's so strange. Yeah,
Ooh, oh. When were you in Montreal, brother?
this was a couple of years ago.
Damn, hey, you didn't tell me, bro. We didn't do a stream. What?
Yeah, yeah, I'm slacking.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you why it's a different mindset in Montreal, right, and in Canada in general. We don't have a bad image out there in Canada, particularly in Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary. The image of the brothers is very positive, and I'll be dropping some content on my Patreon that a brother even breaks down Vancouver even further. Brothers, go to where you're wanted, man. America isn't for the brothers anymore. Leave America to the demons and the devils. We ain't that. We angels. We kings. We brothers. We sharp. We cool. And we collective. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Eric Mogadishu for the $7.99 Australian dollar super chat. Eric, you got a DM me. I want to bring you on the channel to interview you about the Australian experience. IP, you got to move to Vancouver/Hamburg. Maybe, brother. You seem like you had the time of your life there. I'm getting AZ900, CCP, and then AZ104. That's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. That's amazing, brother. And on that note, right, Joe, where do you want to specialize in the cloud? What area specifically?
I mean, DevOps is getting bigger. I think automation is getting a lot bigger too. Um, right now, IT is more just like for me to kind of invest into other businesses and do more with like a more in the tech space. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of up in the air. So we'll kind of see what happens in the next 6 months to a year with the cloud.
Awesome. Let's get cracking. Shout out to Mr. The Black Muslim again for the support, $5 super chat. He says here, I'm in the Python class, change your life and join the class. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the Black Muslim. And let me give a special props to the Black Muslim, right? He is one of my best students in the Python class. And he's going to be a very successful Python coder. I look at his homework. I look at the questions he asks, how inquisitive he is. He is going to be a huge success in the IT field. The Black Muslim. He's on a great level and a great path to success. He is literally one of my best students, man. He impresses me with his homework every week. So keep on pushing, brother. Keep on pushing, man. You are destined for success in IT, the Black Muslim. You're going to be a very powerful Python coder. I can definitely tell. So well done, bro. I think coding is for you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Yakahayu, creator only, for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Peace, family. What book you recommend for Python so I can purchase and try? So I just know Python off head. Okay, so the books I use are long time ago, probably out of date. But if you can DM me, brother, I can do the research for you, brother, and send you books that I feel will benefit you at this stage in your career right now, brother. Okay, appreciate you, bro. I ain't got off the top of my head. It's been a long time since I've actually studied the book form. I know Python off by head now. Appreciate you, brother. Fantastic. So let's go on
There's
for
a
another. Go on, bro.
there's a free book called Automate the Boring Things. It gives you like a walkthrough of Python and how to write simple scripts, and from there you can build your skills. But honestly, I would avoid books and just do all YouTube or CS50 from Harvard. It's totally free. You can do that from Udemy. They do like the walkthrough of like arrays and data structures, and you can add it to your resume, add it to LinkedIn. So yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, bro. And let me make sure I teach you, brother. The best way to learn Python is being interactive and knowing that you have class every week, and IP is strict in these classes, and you make sure you do your homework and you study with IP and you do the work manually when IP sees you do it. That's the best way. That's how I learned Python. Okay, by going to monthly classes, and it's the best way you're going to do it when you have a set structure and you know you got to keep to it. Okay, that's the best way to keep learning, because there are so many distractions in 2023, right, bro? Netflix, TV shows, movies, anime, manga. So much information where, and you work a 9 to 5 job as well, you get tired. But if you know you're paying for something, right, and you have classes and a mentor, you're going to make it there, right? That's the best way to learn Python, in my opinion. And that's why I teach brothers once a week, and I'll be opening up my new batch of students for the Python class in August or September. So make sure you keep up to date. Shout out to Mr. Ayisa A for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Congrats on your hard work, bro. What was your work path like? What certs and mindset did you go for? IP, my Amazon job is giving me a cybersecurity entry course. Yes, 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 yes. At Joe, plat blondes or dark brunettes? Go on, bro.
I'm gonna have to go with the blondes. I'm gonna have to go with the blondes. I've been on Tinder, and I gotta say, it's really depressing when you think about what we're dealing with in the States. It's just like I haven't gone on a date in the States in like 6 months because I just it's not worth it anymore. It's really embarrassing, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the blondes.
Awesome, brother. He's got some questions for you, brother. So what was your work path like?
Um, in terms of like studying to get the job or work path.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, just so it's funny because I actually remember the stream you had in January, and that it was right around the time I got laid off from my job. And the thing I wish I had then was a sense of urgency, like a higher sense of urgency, because I probably could have did it in 2 months. It wasn't that much work, but I was just so distracted. And I was doing other things, and I was trying to get like a Shopify store up and running. But if I just did one thing and focused on that, I could have been here, 3 months sooner. So if that's one thing I would say is just really have a sense of urgency. Um, really be like diligent, like take notes. I use Notion just to like kind of document how I want to study and what I want to get done. So um, just like I want to study Python, I want to understand data structures, I want to have better understanding of Azure. AWS has like a console you can play around and see what like a VPC is like and how EC2s connect to other data stuff there. So you can kind of do that, or just go on LinkedIn and see people who have the job that you want and kind of see the certification that they have. But just be more urgent, I guess, is probably the thing I want to say, because I mean we're already in July, almost August, right? So it's more than halfway through the year.
Fantastic, fantastic, awesome, bro, awesome. Um, yes, awesome, awesome. So let's open up the phone lines, bro. Let's open up the phone lines. So thank you very much, Joe. Is there anything else you want to add on before I open up the phone lines for the guests to ask you questions about this live stream?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's go. So, brothers, great live stream. Please, when you call in, ask the brother questions about his IT, foreign woman, working abroad, remote working, being a digital nomad. So keep it very tailored to the live stream topic, please. Okay, nothing about Keisha. Let's go. All right, so call in. Let's get a cracking, man. All right, brothers. So, brothers, feel free to call in. Feel free to call in. Um, Whoopsie daisy, whoopsie daisy. Where's the link? Oh, there it is. I'm tired. Replace pin message. Wow. Well done, Joe. Well done. Well done. So brothers, you can call in to ask Joe questions. If you can't call in, please PayPal or super chat your questions. Okay. Let's have a great Q&A session regarding IT and being a digital nomad, the process, encouraging yourself to achieve and not give up. It's all about consistency, execution, and delivering. You master that, you're gonna master anything in IT, man. You need to stick to a plan. It will get tough, it will get hard. Brother, was there a time where you wanted to give up when you were studying?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was getting rejected a lot from interviews in the beginning, just because I wasn't really writing my resume the right way. Um, so that was kind of depressing. I think that's probably what took my attention off of being so urgent about it. Um, so I wish I just focused on how to write better resumes. Like I did a bunch of YouTube and looked on TikTok and I figured it out, but that probably was like the biggest headache in the beginning.
Okay. Awesome, brother. And what about, studying? Did you at times like get tired, like, oh man, I can't do this, man. This is just too much. Man, I'm gonna give up.
No, I mean, I already had a background in IT, so a lot of it made sense. And Theo is kind of very, like he explains things very well, so it's easy to understand. Nothing's kind of too hard. Just gotta make time to go do it. That's really what it comes down to.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So I got a couple callers in the background. Give me 1 second, brothers. Let me just sort out some technical issues here on the back end. Chotomate kudasai. Arigato. Arigato. Okay, so Mr. Ronaldo DeRusso, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll, please? Security. Yeah, Ronaldo confirmed. Turn your camera off. Turn off. Turn your camera off. Let me bring Mr. Ronaldo DeRusso. What's going on, Ronaldo? Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, hello.
Brother. Ronaldo.
Yes, hello. Can you hear
Hello?
me?
How you doing, brother?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It's a bit low, but I'll do my best to hear you. What's going on?
Okay, sorry,
Yes,
but
brother, I can hear
I
you.
have a question for your guest.
Can you hear me?
Yes, okay. Right now I'm 17 years old and I wanted to get into tech as like a side job. I purchased a course and everything, and I got my
Of course, fire away, bro.
CompTIA plus the certification. Like, do you know like a route I could go where I could get a government job, a remote government job?
Yeah, you don't even need the CompTIA if you're gonna do like a help desk, but it depends where you are and I guess why you want to do a government job instead of just like a regular tech role. Um, why do you want a government role?
Because I had joined the Army Reserves I had signed a 4-year contract, so it would be easier for me to get a security clearance.
Okay.
I just joined the Army, and I don't know why. It seemed like a better option at the time. At this time.
Yeah, I mean, I think CompTIA is like a waste of time. I think Theo kind of agrees as well, but you can just apply for regular help desk, desktop support, systems admin type of roles. Um, just kind of brush up on like Active Directory, just regular support, technical support, Windows imaging, things like that, and you should be able to get a role there. And then I don't know how the clearance works for people who are in the Army, but yeah.
Oh, well, okay, thank you. And like, would those starting roles be remote or like in person?
Probably not if you're breaking in for the first time. Like if you don't have a lot of experience, it'd be hard to get a remote role. But once you get a couple of years under your belt, it's probably a lot easier to get a remote role there. But the more you specialize, the easier it's going to be for you. So if you're like let's say you do I don't know Windows servers or cybersecurity or something in DevOps, then it's a lot easier to be remote than if you're just a regular desktop support person.
Okay, thank you for the advice.
Awesome.
And IP, Mr. IP.
Yes.
Do you suggest I join Theo course, or you suggest I just wait till I'm a bit older and have like more experience?
I would say join Phil's course, bro. ASAP. You know, the younger you do it, brother, by the time you're 23, 25, you're going to be in a whole different echelon, bro. No one's going to mess with you, brother. You got the experience, you got the cert, and the earlier you do it now, brother, you're going to be successful for the rest of your life, brother. So I would say join Phil's course, brother.
Okay, thank you. Thank both of you for the advice.
You are welcome,
Yeah,
brother.
no problem.
Okay.
Thank you, Ronald. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Artez for the £5.19 PayPal donation. Appreciate you, brother. My Patreon name is Artez. I already messaged you. I'm gonna message you on Patreon. Thank you for letting me know, brother. Much appreciated, brother. I'll message you back. Shout out to Mr. Adrian for the £5 PayPal donation. Appreciate you, bro. He says IT is the way. Yes, indeed. Shout out to IP and Theo Wife. Thank you, brother. Adrian, another superstar student that I teach once a week in Python. Adrian is a great student. I'm very proud of Adrian. Also, another very smart brother. Great homework by Adrian that he does all the time and always answer the tricky questions in the Python classes, man. So Adrian, shout out to you, bro. He's a very sharp brother, and he's also going to be very successful in IT and Python. Shout out to Mr. Raymond for the £3.70 PayPal donation. Appreciate you, brother. He says here, what up, IP? Been a while. Can you ask a guest how long it took for him to get into the position he is in? Also, I suggest everyone trying to learn a new language to use the iTalki app. Currently, I have a Japanese teacher who lives in Japan who is teaching me her Japanese for only $6 an hour. Thank you, brother. So, brother, he says here, how long did it take for you to get in the position you are currently in?
Yeah, I would say maybe 4.5, 5 months. But again, because I was distracted, doing other stuff, and obviously early this year it was hard to get tech jobs because of the layoffs and the economy and stuff like that. But I think if you're focused and you're spending a good amount of time and it's the only thing you're doing, you could do it easily in 2.5, 3 months, especially as the economy is getting better.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, brother, for answering this question. So, Mr. SS, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you are a brother? I can't see you, SS. I got to see that you are a brother. Just to filter out trolls, please. All right. So while you do that, SS, AJ, you confirm, brother. AJ, so do you want to turn your camera off, AJ, or do you want to turn it on? Okay, thank you, brother. Let me bring in Mr. AJ in the background. What's going on, AJ? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
Awesome. Hey, sorry, I kind of missed most of the stream, so I started came in late. So there might have been some information that I missed that I may be asking. So you can just be brief or let me know. Hopefully be all right. But yeah, can you tell me? So what specifically did you study to get into the IT, and what specific area IT did you actually get in, and then how long did it take it to get to work to find job?
Yeah, so I was already doing like systems admin type of work like 2.5 years ago. So like 2.5 years of experience doing that. But I kept hearing about cloud and AWS, and in fact, a recruiter actually reached out to me on LinkedIn. So this is why it's important to have an active profile on LinkedIn. But they reached out and asked if I wanted to do like I think it was like a cloud associate role or like a DevOps role. And at the time, I wasn't really familiar with it. But she actually gave me like a training program. It was like a 2 month training program for free, just to kind of get me ramped up. And because recruiters get paid when you sign with the client, so she has an incentive to kind of get you signed as well. I did some more research, and at the time I wasn't taking it super super serious. But then I got laid off from my other role that I was doing at the time, and then I heard about Theo's program, jumped into that, and really just started becoming more focused into DevOps, and then practice doing like interviews, practice editing my resume, going to LinkedIn, taking like the description from the job and taking like bits and pieces of that and putting it into your resume. You don't want to lie, but you want to make sure you're highlighting all the things that you've done in your role as well. Just practicing Python, doing Linux, doing Azure stuff, and kind of just really actually each interview, every time I failed, I would just like write down the 3 questions that tripped me up the most or I didn't understand, and then kind of go from there and study those questions. So over time, I was actually getting better at interviewing and securing the job until I got one.
Okay, cool. So your current position is develops?
Yeah, it's more of a hybrid. So it's like a cloud engineer, DevOps type of role. Because it's like a small company. Bigger companies tend to have more secure roles, but smaller startups have a situation where one person wears many hats. You could be doing like cloud. Next week, I'm working on mostly code. The week after that, I'm working with vendors. So we're doing all purchasing. And then the week after that, we're doing back to DevOps. So it kind of just depends.
Okay. And with the cloud, are you specifically just AWS, or you actually deal with other clouds, or are you just only in that one specific area with, like AWS or Azure?
Yeah, right now I'm doing Azure, but all the studying I was doing was actually in AWS, and it's not a waste of time because all of the fundamentals are the same, like EC2, VPC, security, networking, reliability. The same principles are in Azure and AWS, even if the words are different. The titles of the certificates are different for sure. I know that. I think some of the words are different, but for the most part, cloud is cloud in any domain.
Cool, cool. Yeah, thank you. I guess last question I ask is, you say you had a sysadmin background. So with the sysadmin background, did that like fast pace your track? You say like, let's just say somebody comes in with no knowledge, no experience at all. Like, is it going to be the same time frame like you, or is it with your sysadmin? You just because of that, it helps you to fast pace your track.
Yeah, it definitely gave me an unfair advantage. So I think anyone who's kind of trying to break into IT, you could start at desktop support or systems admin, do like 6 months instead of 2 years like I did, and then just really focus on where you want to be. So if you want to do cybersecurity, focus on the security part of IT. If you want to do like cloud, start picking up on DevOps, on Git, on Jira, on Docker, on Kubernetes, on Azure, and then kind of go from there. But if you want to be a developer, you can just pivot from desktop support into like JavaScript, for example, and do a boot camp and kind of go from there. It really depends on where you want to go. I would say right now it's probably easier to get cloud than like a mid-tier software, like full stack software engineering role, just because there's so few qualified DevOps engineers and there's so many open positions. Whereas like 3 years ago, it was probably easier to get a full stack engineering type of role. So
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the information, man. And congrats, for your role and stuff, and keep up the good job. And also IP, thank you for what you do.
Thank you for that, AJ. Much appreciated, brother. So, Mr. Malik, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? So I know you are a brother and you're not a troll. Okay, so Malik, you confirm. Thank you, Malik. You can turn your camera off if you want to. Thank you. Let me bring in Mr. Malik in the background. What's going on, Malik?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Loud and
Yep.
clear, Malik. How you keeping?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Not bad, bro. Not bad. Amazing stream so far, brother.
Yeah, it's pretty good stream so far. I actually have a question for the guest.
Please
So,
fire away.
yeah, my question is, what degree do you have? Do you have a degree in like systems, or do you have a degree in like IT or something, or do you
yeah,
even need a degree to get to the job that you have?
I have a degree in computer science, but most employers in IT, they don't even check or even ask about a college degree. I wouldn't even bother like doing a degree if you don't have one. I would just focus on the fundamentals. Like probably the first thing is just like interview skills, talking about the stuff working on your resume, and then kind of just build skills up from there. So like picking up on like one specific skill, whether it's like Linux or Azure or cloud or wherever, and just master that skill set. You get a lot further than getting a college degree and other stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, because I don't really have any experience in IT, so I didn't know where I would really have to start from there. Should I just start with coding, or it's probably best to go straight in the cloud, like you mentioned?
Yeah, one thing, so I actually was trying to be like a full stack engineer a couple of years ago, and one thing I wasted a lot of time doing was tutorial hell, was just coding for no reason. So definitely have like an agenda and a plan to get there. So like if you want to, do Python, build projects and don't just like kind of watch YouTube videos and do random stuff that doesn't lead to you getting a job. That's kind of like why I like cloud, because there's fewer things to learn than just Python, where you're building projects for days and you're not really sure if you're actually good at what you're doing, kind of thing. But I guess it depends on what your background is. Like, do you have any have you give a regular job right now, or?
Yeah, I'm actually at a call center right now, and I went to college for like 1 year for programming, but it was for an associate's of science. So I only finished like HTML and CSS and Python, but I haven't really gone beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, if you have call center experience, you could either do like help desk, desktop support, or you could still do tech sales. It's like if you don't want to code, but you still want to engage with customers or sell a product. All of these big tech companies, Uber, Zapier, all these softwares that people are building, someone needs to sell it, otherwise they won't have a job. So if you're good with talking to customers on the phone and you can convince them to buy the product, you could do tech sales. I think there's a dude on YouTube, I forgot his name, but he's always preaching about like the tech sales type of stuff too. I don't know if it's easier than cloud, but it's definitely possible. You could kind of look into that as well.
All right. I guess my last question would be, what would be the better one to really start with? Should it be AWS or Azure?
AWS has a bigger market share, so I think it's like 40% of all companies are using AWS. Like Apple uses AWS. I think Azure is growing, especially now with like ChatGPT and how they're storing all that data. But you can't go wrong with either one because as long as you understand one provider, all the other ones are very, very similar.
Okay, and yeah, I guess that's all I got for now.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Malik. Appreciate you, brother. Base puller, you confirmed. I see your face. Thank you, brother. Turn your camera off. Hold on there, base puller. Let me begin, Mr. SS first in the background. What's going on, SS? How you doing, bro?
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How you keeping, man?
I'm good, man. How are you? It's nice to see a fellow UK brother doing his thing, you know?
Same here, bro. And welcome to the movement, brother. I'm assuming you're new to the channel.
Yeah, I'm very new. When I came across your channel, obviously I heard the accents. I was like, yeah, and the content is it's a lot more relatable. You know, it's very currently American dominated, but we face the exact same issues here, in terms of the women. I'm sure you know all too well.
Yes, indeed, bro. Yes, indeed. So welcome, SS, man. Definitely lovely to hear another UK brother. So
Yeah.
fire away to our guest, bro.
So mine's not specifically regarding IT, but so long story short, I've chosen a career which has made me that doesn't give me the flexibility to work remotely. I mean, you can, but it's very, very difficult. So it was more about how do you set yourself up in order to fully maximize and, you know, take advantage of this passport movement. And, you know, so it's not really related to IT, unfortunately. But for the brothers that, you know, don't have the option to work remotely, how would you, you know, advise us to navigate that?
Good.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be IT. Like I know a dude who does landscaping in Florida. He works 6 months and then he takes 4 months off and travels. So he can still be a passport bro, but he's not like in a IT or computer science space. The biggest advantage to IT obviously is you can work from your laptop, so you can work from wherever. But it just depends what skills you have and what you're good at. Obviously, the economy in UK is different than it is in US. I feel like we have a lot of opportunities, and we're very blessed here in the States. But yeah, I guess it depends what you want to do or what skills you have, or you know.
Yeah, no, the US is definitely leagues above the UK in terms of opportunities and to find jobs that, you know, pay a lot more. It's a very low wage relatively in the UK. So my skills, I was in finance before, and then, you know, I made the silly but, you know, lifelong commitment to go to medical school. So I'm actually going to be a doctor soon, and obviously, you know, that doesn't work. Yeah, I found the passport bro movement too late, so I was just, you know, thinking how I could take advantage of the situation and how I can basically enjoy the fun as much as you guys. Because, you know, if I knew what I knew now, you know, I would have probably made different choices.
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. I think you can get like a residency if you haven't already in a different place. But I actually know one of my contacts on LinkedIn. He was a doctor and then he taught himself how to code, and he's working for like a cloud company right now. But I guess it really depends on like how much time you have and what you really want to do. Do you want to be like a content creator and just talk about being a doctor and do that instead of being like in the tech space. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly in IT. It could be anything. It could be marketing. Could be an affiliate marketing. I know a guy who does like Reddit communities for other people, and he gets like I think $10,000 a month doing something like that. So
Sorry, did you say Reddit communities?
yeah, so he builds Reddit communities for other brands. So when they want to market, they have to build like a Reddit community to sell their product. So he builds that Reddit community for them and then charges them a fee. So it's like affiliate marketing, the same way that someone plugs like a link to something, but instead of plugging a link, he plugs it into their Reddit community.
You know, that's actually interesting because I am the owner of a couple UK finance subreddits, and I wonder, is there a way to monetize that?
Yeah, if you have a skill, if you have knowledge, if you're a domain expert into literally anything, you could be like into fishing, into skateboarding. You could be a Twitch streamer. You can be someone like Ali Abdal who's talking about like medicine and productivity, literally anything like that, and just create a channel, document your stuff, and you can get followers, you can get brand deals. You can do that. It's definitely not like a life sentence that you're in medicine. I think you have a lot of opportunities, but you just gotta kind of figure that out.
I appreciate that. I just got a couple more questions, if that's all right. I don't
Of
want to
course.
take too much time. Do you mind? Like, how old are you guys, by the way? Just and the IP. I got some questions for you because I'm
27.
27. Okay. An IP?
Oh, I'll keep that private, bro.
Oh, okay. Because I know you're from. You're probably from a similar. You're from London, right?
Birmingham.
Oh, okay, okay. The accent's not too strong. Nah. And I got some tips for those who in Eastern Europe. I've been to Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, and those three countries, the Baltics. It doesn't get spoken about too much from the Passport Bros, but
Oh,
you guys should definitely take a trip. Especially if you're in Europe, it's not too far away. Cheap flight. Lithuania, I'm telling you. Yeah, I thought I'd just share that. But
they're
go on.
checking for brothers in those three countries, brothers.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
It's and this was before COVID when I went, and it was just on a random one. And the level of love that they give you, and I went with, it wasn't just me. I'm mixed race, but I went with two other brothers who are, dark skin, African, UK born, and they were loving it. I think it was a shock for them to hear. They didn't understand that they were Black British people. I think what they're used to seeing and hearing is that, it's refugees and stuff like that. But when we were out there, it's different gravy. So get yourselves to the Baltics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Write it down. And they're beautiful cities as well. Tallinn, Vilnius. Go there and just try it for a week and see what's happening.
Thank you,
Yeah.
bro. Sorry, Joe. How do you feel about coming on the channel to share these experiences, bro, for the brothers, man, for the culture?
Oh, absolutely. I've got quite a few stories. I was before this whole Passport Bros thing was, an actual thing. I didn't realize that, I actually experienced it. I have stories. I actually have an older brother who moved to Bulgaria, and he's living so differently. It's honestly, Eastern Europe is a very untapped market. I see a lot of with Brazil and Colombia and Philippines on YouTube, but Bulgaria, Hungary, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. If you like your slim European traditional, they don't have fat people. They come lean, and they've been hitting gym now since the internet. I'm telling you.
Awesome. So SS, please send me a DM on IG, brother. Let's speak literally later today if you have time, brother. We're both on the same time zone. So you
Yeah,
send me a DM, I'll reach out back to you and then we'll set a time to speak, bro, privately.
I'll do that. Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks
bro.
for having me
Bro-
on.
No worries, bro. Brothers in the live stream chat, can you all please welcome SS to the movement? So if you just say in the live stream chat, welcome SS. Welcome, bro, from me personally. And
Appreciate that.
looking
I'll be
forward
sure
to
to stick
helping.
around.
Awesome, bro. Looking forward to the channel helping you out, brother. Thank you, SS.
Cheers.
So let me bring in Mr. Based Pullo in the background. Okay, let's go. What's going on, Base Pullo, brother? Before you speak, shout out to Mr. Dragon 10K for the $2 super chat. IT is the future. Hashtag Team Latina. Yes, indeed. Team Latina. I don't know about that anymore, bro. After going to Japan, right now I'm 55% Team Asia and 45% Team Latina. I'm sorry, brothers, but these Japanese women, they put that thing on me, man. Those Japanese chicks put that thing on me, man. I'm Team Asia right now. Shout out to Mr. Corvus Glay for the £5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. IP, any chance of scratching the need to join the Facebook group for your class? I want to sign up for the next Python class. Yep, no need. No, brother. So you need to make a Facebook account because that's where I'm going to post all the updates regarding the Python class, bro. So you have to have a Facebook account, bro. That is a need, okay, brother. So I can't scratch that off. That is needed for the Python class, okay, brother. So when you join the next time, brother, make that Facebook account. Appreciate you, Corvus Clave. What's going on, Base Pillow?
Nothing much. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing awesome, brother. Before you speak, Base Pillow, Joe, fire away, brother, regarding the story about Lithuania, brother.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they are definitely checking for brothers. I remember I went out to Colombia it was like a year or two ago, and I was just hanging out with a couple friends, and one thing led to another. Probably the most, how do I say this? Freak in the sheets type of situation happened with a Lithuanian chick. So they are definitely checking for brothers.
Was that in Lithuania, brother, or in Canada?
It was in Medellin.
Medellin. Oh, what?
Yeah. She was out doing some expat stuff, I guess, but she had never been with a brother, and was definitely excited to do it.
You gave her that? Yeah, did you?
I was like a chiropractor, helping her back out.
brother, why are you telling me this, brother? We got so you got Patreon content too. When you're back for Denmark, brother, we got to speak about you, brother, sharing your details with the brothers, okay? On the live stream and on the Patreon, okay, brother?
I got you.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Fire away, Base Polo. Sorry, bro.
Thank you for coming on. Now, I know you mentioned something, and I went through it. As a matter of fact, I went through every emotion, and many people think that like I keep it together so well, but they have no idea. Like, but how were you able to stay resilient, and how much rejection did you endure trying to get your foot in the door? Because I know that was one of my biggest hurdles that I faced before I like got into the whole IT thing. It's like it was just so much rejection. Like people don't have any idea. I don't tell people how many, how did you keep the morale up? Like, what were some of the ways that you kept your morale up?
The idea of dating more quiches was keeping me very motivated to break
You
into IT.
said what? You said what?
The idea of dating more quiches was keeping me very motivated.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just no, I knew with the tech layoffs that it was everyone, it wasn't just me. So like it was hard for everyone to get a job. So like I was kind of trying to be patient. I got a severance, so I had like 3 months of pay basically to just chill, apply for jobs, learn new skills, and pay for rent and stuff like that. So so it just gave me some more time to kind of just prepare and do stuff like that. So
Yeah. Another question I have is, do you think that like how should I say it? Do you think that like other other countries, like developing countries and even those countries, Do you think that's going to be pretty much the new wave? It's like on the technological aspect of things that they're going to need, like for example, expats to bring these skills to these places.
Like American immigrants to their country for
Or
work.
just like, yeah, just like keen people like who know like the skills, like because even I have two guys right now I know from Nigeria and they're in Kazakhstan and they're web developers and people even hire them to like build websites. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've been saying this for a long time. College is gonna change. The whole like old way of getting a 4-year degree and being
Right,
stuck in
right,
this one city
right,
is not going to be the future. Everyone's going to learn online from YouTube, from Udemy, from communities like Theo's program, like just any place you can learn a skill, and that's going to change everything.
mhm,
The only thing that's going to be different is like visas, because I think some countries are doing like the whole digital nomad visa kind of
right.
thing where you can stay there for 6 months or get a permanent visa if you marry someone kind of thing. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen, but I think there's going to be a lot of expats in a lot of these remote type of tech jobs. So we'll see what happens.
And then one more question pertaining to Keisha. Yeah, when I got into this field, basically, I still am looked at as like a lame and as like the typical insults. It comes from all around the board. It comes from the African Keishas who are in America as well. Do they still view you as such now that you acquired these new skills?
I mean, I don't really even date in the States, but I just it kind of just clicked for me that I wasn't really the issue because they
Right,
always say, "Oh, you don't have enough money," or "You're broke," or whatever. But
right,
like, even when I made more money, I doubled my salary, went to the gym, worked on
right,
myself. I was
right.
still getting the same masculine women. So I'm like, it can't be me.
Yeah,
When I
exactly.
when I go overseas, I get like even when I'm not trying, I get women who are like eights, nines. But all
Yeah,
of a sudden, when I'm here in the States, you can have like $1 million, and you
right,
still get women like Kiki Palmer acting a mess.
right,
It's
right,
just like
right.
it doesn't make any sense.
All right. Thank you, Base Pullo. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Shout out to Mr. SS for the £10 super chat. SS in the building. Welcome to the movement, brother. Much appreciated. We accept you with open arms. Passport bros up. Glad to be here. Glad to see another UK brother in this passport bro space. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome, SS. Thank you, bro. Fantastic, man. All right, so brothers, please feel free to call in. Call in, brothers, call in. Let's get some new callers in. Thank you, Base Polo. Much appreciated, bro. Call in, brothers, call in. So, Mr. Joe, oh, go on, bro. You want to say something? Go on, bro.
No, I'm just trying to provide as much value and help out as many brothers as possible. I appreciate everything you do, IP. It's a pleasure to be here. Been listening for a minute, so trying to give back.
Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, man. Is Theo Waff here? Theo, where you at, bro? Is Theo here? Is Dems Wood here? You know, where you at, man? Where's Theo? Theo, I know you there, bro. Don't be shy, Theo. Awesome, brother. So let me ask this, brother. Damn, Lithuania in Medellin. What's going on? No,
Yeah, I was
that's
surprised too, honestly.
oh, damn.
Super
Ooh.
submissive. She was just a total freak. It's crazy.
All right, brother. So I know this is an IT stream, but I want to touch upon that a bit further. So tell me, brother, the qualities of Lithuanian woman, because these are women that I've not met before in my life. I probably walked past one in the UK, but I didn't know she was Lithuanian. So tell us how she treated you. Her looks, body wise, facial wise. Was she a dime? Break down for us Lithuanian woman in Medellin, Colombia. Lord have mercy. Come on, bro. Damn.
Yeah. So the one in Medellin was slightly westernized. So I actually didn't figure out she was from Lithuania until like I started talking to her. At first, I thought she was either from the States or from the UK. But yeah, she looked really good. She was very friendly. Um, it was easy to approach and talk to her. We just like started with drinks, and then one thing led to another. She was back at my place, but I actually dated another Lithuanian girl back in the States, and I think because she wasn't from the city, she was very like reserved and religious and very wifeable. Um, Two parent, household, very kind of traditional, reserved kind of thing. So definitely good people.
Awesome, fantastic, man. I'm sure Mr. SS is going to be on the channel very soon to break down Lithuania and the other countries on a weekly basis, man. Looking forward to getting S on here. And I know the UK brother's got some crazy jokes, man. So I know he's gonna kill it when we get him on in the future. All right, so Mr. Fives, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you know a troll and for security purposes? Yep, you confirm Fives. Turn your camera off. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Fives. I got 5 on it. What's going on, Fives?
Doing pretty good. Didn't know that was my moniker now, but so be it. How are y'all?
Yeah, all good, brother. How you keeping, man?
Hanging in there for the most part. Trying to be patient with the learning aspect. Sorry about any ambient noise. But I'm trying to be patient with the learning aspect of IT because it is a large body of knowledge. I know that for a fact.
Facts, bro. Facts. It's a lot of studying, being persistent, being patient. Nothing in this life comes easy. There is no shortcut in life. My dad always tells me that there's no shortcut in life. You gotta take life step by step, and do what you have to do to get that degree or that certification. So keep putting in work, bro. It's gonna pay off, Fives. Just stay focused, brother. Stay focused. Go on, Fives.
All right. So I don't have my notepad or anything like that, but I'm going to try and keep it on track as possible. So to our guest, my first question, I guess, will be a simple one. I'm late to the stream, so forgive me if I've already asked this. What specialty of IT are you doing?
So I'm doing a cloud / DevOps. So Jenkins, Docker, Ansible, and then like Azure for the cloud containers.
Okay, excellent. I'm doing DevOps specifically. I'm going down the AWS track with PMP and then CompTIA Sec Plus, and then just straight AWS DevOps all the way through. So that's good. The second question I have is actually a little bit more pertaining to the digital nomad visa, because I understand that's the title of the stream. What country is it for, first off?
Yeah, right now I think it's Sweden, Germany, Colombia, Argentina, maybe. I think Brazil removed their digital visa. I know they changed something. But yeah, I know it's for sure Germany, Sweden, and Colombia. I think one of the Asian countries does it too, but I can't remember which one.
Okay. I'm kind of mixing two worlds here, but so the digital nomad visa is not specifically for people in IT, right? It's for people who are basically digitizing their passports. Actually, let me simplify the question. What is a digital nomad visa specifically? Because I've looked it up and information's all over the place.
It's actually for anyone. So you could be in marketing, you can be like a photographer, anyone who's working remote that wants to spend 3 months or 3 to 6 months in that country. You can just apply for it and get the visa.
Okay. So you could be working in IT fully remote for a global company, and then you'll just apply for the visa, and as long as everything checks out, you pass your background, you're good?
Yeah, because I think normally without the visa, you can only stay for 90 days, but it doesn't need to be a global company, and your role doesn't even need to be fully remote. They don't even check that. They just make sure that you have, I think, a certain amount in your bank account. I forgot what the rules are, but yeah, I think it's just your employer and then like a certain amount of income, and you can stay there for 6 months.
Okay. I'm not sure if there's other callers, but I'll go on mute
There
after
is.
this one. Okay. All right. Then I'll just wait until they come in.
No, you say your last question, bro.
Well, the last question for now, but this is the big one I wanted to know.
Okay.
What would disqualify any of us from a digital nomad visa so we know what to avoid?
I think as long as you can get, because you have to remember the U.S. passport is, really strong. You can get in any country. So as long as you can leave the U.S., you can travel, then they're more than happy to take the U.S. dollars from you. So as long as you can travel, then you're good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Great questions there. Let me bring in Mr. One Mike's all focused. Okay, let's get it cracking, man. What's going on, Mr. One Mike all focused?
What's going on, man? What's going on? International passport. It's One Mike so focused. Not to be funny or nothing like that, but that's the name on there. Yeah, man.
Sorry,
Keep
bro.
doing what you're doing. No, it's all good. I like your show, man. I've been on your show a few times. I'm a diesel automotive engineer. Basically, I work on different forms of technology on vehicles, airplanes, generators, like big time backup generators and stuff like that. I do maintenance on those. And I also have my degree in associates in automotive electronics. So I'm a big electronics fan, and I also I have some military experience as well, dealing with different programs, online access, remote, as well as just different stuff like that. Jay, this question is for you. Being that you work in IT remote, right? What kind of jobs are basically out there is if you want to do dual citizenship? Because I know different countries are developing more into their finances and bringing in more expats and stuff like that. What kind of jobs are available through the IT for a guy like myself?
I'm not too familiar with dual citizenships. But for someone doing mechanical type of stuff, I don't know. That's kind of hard because you kind of work with your hands, so you have to be physically at a place. You can't really work. Well, the only thing you can do is consulting. If you were consulting a different automotive industry, or you were doing project management for someone in your role, if you're coaching someone or training someone, let's say someone came in as a new hire and you were showing them how to do the job. That's probably the only thing you'd really do remote from that perspective. But yeah.
Now I do a lot of information too, as far as programming buses, cars, because the new wave, a lot of times, a lot of people are not really using technology. A lot of them as far as fuel, because they're starting to swap over a lot of things from electric cars to compressed natural gas. So I major in that. And a lot of times when it comes down to programs and stuff like that, a lot of them need that IT during remote, and this is going all across the country, because now they're really starting to pave the way with a lot of IT remote programs and stuff like that, remote technology, where people need to be illustrated on what to do, and it's up to me to tell them how to do certain things on the computer. Transportation wise too.
Is the company you work for a large company, or is it a medium-sized company?
Nah, very large company. You ever heard of Apex?
I have, but I don't know if it's the same one as mechanical.
All right, brother. So what are you seeking to get here? One Mike's focus.
It depends on what country I'm looking into. I'm actually looking into the Philippines heavy. Ever since you showed me that video, I'm looking into the Philippines heavy. Philippines is developing their money, and they said that they need a couple of guys out there when it comes down to technology and stuff like that, programming as far as transportation and their revenue. They're swapping a lot of money over, which is bringing a lot of money into that country. So now is the time to break while the iron is hot, fellas. Real stuff, man.
Absolutely, man. A good spot there. Philippines, the women there are wonderful, well cultured, nice country. I think it's definitely something that brothers should be looking into. So good spot there. One Mike's focused. Yeah, bro, do it. I mean, nothing stopping you, brother. Do it. If they're looking for more cloud people, brother, then you got to get into the cloud field. You got to do the AWS certs. Maybe join Theo's class, brother. Maybe join my Python class. But where the market's going in the Philippines, study it very well, and then get the certs they need. Start applying for jobs there, bro, and they'll throw money at you, bro. You're American, and they love Americans in the Philippines.
Yeah. Yep. They see the whole thing is I never even saw that opportunity because here in America, yeah, the opportunities are nice, but there's not a lot of room for growth. When they said, hey, you got to have this, you got to have that out there, you have it all. The only thing that you would probably have to have is your own tools, your own shop, and, little stuff like that. They will literally pull you and say, hey, we need you because we're developing certain sections over here where we have the money and we have the currency. So if you don't mind coming over here, we'll compensate you. As long as you got the know-how and the skill, they will literally pull you. And not right now, like I have one guy, he's trying to pull me to tell me, hey, look, we'll give you XYZ amount. How much do you want? And and it's from there the negotiations start to handle. And I was like, I said, so what are we talking about? Because I got tools over here and everything. He said, bring those with you. We'll give those to you. Bring those with you. We want you over there because they're developing transportation out there. So they're going to need all the technology that they could get. And with the stuff going on with generators, they're really developing a lot. So that's why a lot of people, believe it or not, are leaving. And if you haven't noticed, ever since your channel blew up and other channels, mostly yours, I noticed, and being that a lot of people are traveling, the passports are literally backlogged.
Yeah.
That's telling you something right there, fellas. Backlog.
Yeah, he's speaking facts. It's a 6-month backlog now.
6 months. Whoa. So hold on.
Yeah.
So you tell me if you apply for a passport now, you gotta wait till next year to get your passport. Are you kidding me?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That's an
So
agenda right there. Go on, Joe.
I actually, it's funny. I actually lost my passport, and here's the pro tip: if you want to skip the 6 months, you book a flight, book a refundable flight to either Canada or to Mexico, and then you call the State Department and tell them that you have a flight within 2 weeks. Because if you have a flight within 2 weeks, you can do an expedited process, and they'll get your appointment within, I think, 10 days, and you can skip the whole 6 months. And then when you get your passport, cancel your original flight and then book the flight you want to take, or just book the original flight the first time. But then you can do that to skip 6 months. I was definitely not waiting 6 months when I lost my passport.
Wow, there you go, brothers, man. This is why this is the best Passport Bros channel in the goddamn web, man. Thank you for that tip there. Hold on there, Fives. Hold on. Put yourself on mute. I'm here back on noise. Shout out to Mr. LP for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. For the guests, if you could narrow down one single skill / tool that you picked up in your transition from sysadmin to DevOps, what would that be? And he says, which would be the most important one? So that's one question combined in one, bro. But I'll go back to here.
Yeah, I would say Jenkins / GitLab, just because obviously CI/CD is very important for what DevOps does. But the biggest thing is just to kind of pay attention to what you see on LinkedIn and trends. Because remember, like almost a year ago, I wasn't even familiar with cloud, and within like 8 months, I'm making well over 6 figures in the cloud space. So like just kind of paying attention to what employers are looking for. Just spend a lot of time on LinkedIn going through the type of job that you want. So like focus on like, is it remote? How much they're paying? Is it like a decent sized company? And then look at the job description and just really focus on 2 or 3 of the skills that you don't have, and just go to YouTube or join one of the classes and really focus on that skill set. But Fiverr mentioned a point earlier that he seems like there's a lot of things to learn. That's one mistake I made, was trying to learn everything all at once. The reality is I probably could just learn 2 things and learn them really well, and could have gotten a job a lot sooner instead of trying to learn everything. Because even now, like I'm learning on the job. Like they don't expect you to be perfect, but just enough to pass like the interview and kind of go from there.
When you say 2 things, is that like you're learning? So so instead of learning, let's say what's it called, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform all at once, you just learn Docker and one other tool, and then master that very well, and then you get a job.
Yeah, kind of. So like if I were to start from 0, I'd have to learn Linux intermediate to be competent enough to pass interview and answer questions, then learn Python, then learn Docker, then learn Kubernetes, then learn Azure or AWS, then learn YAML or Ansible, and all at once that'd be a lot of information. But if I said, now let me just learn Jenkins and Docker only, but be good enough to pass interviews, then when I get a job, I can actually learn on the job and go from there. Like my employer, when I say it's relaxed, I can easily work 3 similar tech jobs right now. It's like it's very relaxed. I just don't want to work the second job. I'd rather get a business and start investing elsewhere. But it's very doable. And then you were mentioning I already forgot the dude's name, the Philippines. The only thing I was gonna say is a lot of people try to focus on getting the visa or being fully remote. But if there's only one country you want to go to, just look at the job market in that country. So like if you want to do the Philippines, just see what kind of opportunities they have, so you can skip the whole, traveling all over the world and getting a bunch of visas for no reason.
So your job, brother, they will allow you to have a second job. They don't care.
Oh yeah, I could easily do 2 or 3 jobs.
And
But the
and they would know about it, or they wouldn't know.
I mean, they wouldn't know, but the funny part is they made me sign not an NDA, but like a work disclosure, which means like they expect me to spend the full work time working on work stuff. But I mean, once you are competent in that skill set, doing it takes very, very little time. The hardest part is just learning it, right? So doing it, implementing it is very, very easy.
Mm.
So
So let me ask another question, right? So congratulations on getting a 6-figure job, right? This is your first cloud job, and you got 6 figures. So, brothers, it is possible in live stream chat for your first job. Again, you're in America. UK, different story. The salary is pretty bad in the UK, but in America, right, you can get lucky and get a 6-figure job. So, brother, the negotiation process, right, in terms to agreeing a salary, what's your advice for brothers who want that 6-figure job? I want to increase the offer that they were given to them. How did you negotiate, brother? And what's your advice for brothers?
yeah, it's important to remember that because I'm in the Northeast in Boston, I can get a higher salary than someone in Texas or Georgia. Like I think it's usually like 15, 20K more than smaller cities. But in terms of negotiating, I use levels.fyi. And if you type in the job description that you're trying to apply for into that website, it'll tell you how much you're supposed to get paid. So a lot of time, these employers, especially if you're a person of color and you're trying to get into the field and you have no experience, they'll try to underpay you. So you want to kind of come to the table prepared. That's why like having good interview skills is really important, because they don't want to lose good candidates. They'd rather pay you than try to get someone who's not sure or spend time training them. So really focus on being able to leverage and don't back down too. Like I remember they were trying to offer me like 20K less. I made them give me a $10,000 signing bonus and $10,000 on top of what they originally said for the base salary. Plus I get stocks and a bonus. So definitely don't be scared.
Oh, so brother, you tell me, right? You negotiated a $10,000 signing bonus, brother,
Yeah.
and that wasn't even part of the plan. You asked them, I want a $10,000 signing bonus, and I want to get paid this much based on what I see in the marketplace, and they
Yep.
gave it to you. Whoa.
Yeah. The biggest thing is because I had other recruiters who were telling me the salary I would get for a similar role. And the crazy part is I actually had a final round interview for a different company with the same title, and it was fully remote. And they were offering me the same salary as I'm making right now. And I was like, ain't no way. There's no way that you're going to ask me to be like a hybrid or even like a flex type of situation and then pay me the same as someone who's fully remote. So I was like, nah, no way. So then I told them like, made different arrangements, got the sign-on bonus, and went from there. So
Why didn't you go for the other one that was fully remote? What happened?
they found a different candidate.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. And brother, during the whole negotiation process, was there animosity from the employer towards you? Like, this guy's asking for too much, or they were like, yeah, we'll give it to you, Joe, blah blah blah.
Once you get to the point where they're making an offer, you have all the leverage. So the ball's in your court. They're trying to please you. Like, for them, it's a waste of time and money for you to walk away because they have to start all over again. So they'd rather pay you even $5,000 on top of what they already said to keep you than to restart all over again. Because that person who's in HR basically is doing nothing, right? Because if they don't sign you, then they did all that work for nothing.
How did you pose the question of getting a bonus, or was a bonus part of the actual package itself? Or maybe it was 5K bonus, but you asked for 10K, or did you simply say out of the blue, I want a 10K bonus as well?
I was like, yeah, I know my worth. I'm a passport bro. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was looking online, and I saw that this was a salary based on someone in the Northeast. Like, I'm looking at, how much rent would normally cost there. I'm like, you'd have to pay this much, this much. I did the math, and I compared to, LinkedIn has the salaries posted for similar jobs. And I just told them that, and then he was like, oh, okay, we have to talk back to the manager, blah blah blah. They came back and they matched whatever I said on the offer.
Wow. So the recruiter helped you as well negotiate.
But yeah, that information that the recruiter gave me helped me secure the job I had. So I got this job not from a recruiter, but because the recruiter was giving me information about the salaries, I knew what to expect.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Brothers, please get into IT, man. Brothers, I'm telling you, brothers, I'm asking you, brothers, please drop what you're doing. Okay, if you're studying to become a lawyer, if you're studying to become a nurse, if you're studying to become a accountant, a banker, drop it and get into IT, brothers. I'm telling you, IT is the future. It's gonna save your lives, man. It's gonna save your lives, man. Amazing. Whew. All right, so we got 20 more minutes left, right? 20 more minutes. Go on, Vibes.
I was trying to interject on the passport thing, but honestly, after hearing you talk, you're making me consider dropping project management and just picking up cloud architecture because, good God, like that's. Whew. I'm a little in too deep now, but I'm glad I got DevOps. Okay, what I was going to say on the passport thing, if we can go back to that for just a minute. So I worked in air transportation at the the United States Air Force. That is accurate. Yes. If you get, and also alternatively, if you lose your passport for whatever reason, right? There was a brother in Panama when I was out there. His passport ended up getting into the taxi, which if that happens to you, especially in Latin America, it's gone. Just go to the embassy or go to the consulate, and they will also expedite you a passport. And it'll basically be the same style, the same everything, and in the same date. But that actually brings up a point that I wanted to bring up to the panel, is that this is actually proof that the 6-month backlog, the 5-6 month backlog I mentioned earlier, is on purpose. They could process these faster if they felt like it. It doesn't take that much effort. I got a guy in the passport office. He said it as much. He said, yes, he believes, he can't confirm it because he'd be held liable, but he believes, based off of what we just discussed, that this impediment is on purpose to prevent us from leaving.
Oh, it's definitely a scam.
Damn.
So again, just to register for anybody who's just joining or anybody who didn't catch that, if you want to get it regularly as a regular Joe in the United States, you have to wait 6 months right now. That is the backlog time frame estimated. Even if you pay for the extra expediting, it'll be 4 months. But if you lose it overseas, or if you do the booking method that was mentioned earlier, it gets printed in 2 weeks and you get it expedited to you. Think about that for a second. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I kind of I saw it coming last year, so I made sure to renew mine, and I got 10 more years on that mofo. I knew like the powers that be would definitely feel some type of way about us complaining about feminism, blah blah blah. So I was like, nah, you ain't gonna keep me in this country. Renewed mine, 10 more years, they can't mess with me. So there'll be no delays for me. I got my passport. Right. So let's see. I'm all right. If you got any questions, you either call in or you hit your questions on the PayPal or super chat. So that's for you, William Council. William Council, you got a question, you call in, or you hit your questions in the PayPal or super chat. So we got 15 more minutes left. 15 more minutes left. So in these last 15 minutes, this is a time for you to call in to ask questions, or you can hit your questions in the PayPal or super chat. It's up to you, brothers. It's up to you. We got 15 more minutes. Don't waste this time, okay? Amazing, bro.
And
go on, bro.
It's not even just the passport agency.
Hey,
Like
fellas,
when I was at the post,
it's been a pleasure. Thank you for the wonderful show, and I'm out of here.
Salute, bro.
right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Come on,
see you.
Joe.
When I was at the post office getting my paperwork straightened out, this Keisha was giving me a bunch of attitude. Like she was like interviewing me where am I going? Why am I going there? I'm like, excuse me, like you work at the post office, not the passport agency. And then I told her I was going to Colombia, and she was like giving me like a side eye. I was like, what? I don't know, man. Bunch of haters.
Yeah, no. I think brothers need to be aware that the passport bros movement is really mainstream. And the other day, a friend of mine brought it up. And I was like, how on earth does he know about it? And he is someone that isn't on the interwebs like that, but even he knows about it. So if he knows about it, then yeah, we have officially gone mainstream. So be very smart as to what you say, right? Don't call yourself a passport bro publicly, right? Keep it to yourself, all right? Because people are mad that we have a solution. Because let me tell this right. Western women, right? Foreign dudes don't like Western women. Western women are either for play, okay, they get ran through. I saw it in Japan, okay. I saw it in Panama. The guys in the countries that they go to don't take him seriously. So essentially, right, all Western women have is us. They are literally stuck with us. Okay, they have no options. They see that we have options. Like for me, when I went to Japan this year, I had many options. Okay, the women that I saw that were Western in Japan, they were lonely. Japanese dudes were not checking for them. If a Japanese dude was checking for a Western chick, he only wanted to have a one night stand with her. So they see that, they experience that, and they get jealous. They get jealous. So I'm telling you, brothers, man, keep this passport bro label to yourself. Do not go out there calling yourself a passport bro. You got to be very careful. There's a lot of evil forces, right, that might come after you in real life, right? Keep it to yourself, brothers. Okay.
Yeah. I do have one more question in that closing statement, if I may.
Okay, go on, bro.
All right. It'll be very quick. So my last question to our guest is, what is the best resource for looking up for digital nomad visas or looking up for information for that?
I just Googled it. I didn't plan on staying for more than 90 days on my first trip. I'm probably going to do more research this time, but honestly, 3 months, well, 90 days? Yeah, 3 months is probably enough for me because I'm just going to bounce around and keep moving around.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry, because I keep on trying to Google it and even use AI, but I keep on getting bad information. So I'll keep on working on that. But my closing statement is IP. So I will go ahead and just be the first one to admit that I was wrong. I thought that the Passport Bros song from J. Cole and Boss was going to be a bop, and it was a flop. It was mid at best. It's not a good song. That actually leads me to believe that Brazilian Yesh came up with a brilliant foil to it, which is called the Blue Book Gentleman, so we can distance ourselves from it. I don't want to say with certainty that's going to happen, but I think we do need to start coming up with a different moniker because the Passport Bros movement has been dragged through the mud by certain individuals over the past 3 years. It has not been pretty for us. We keep on fighting the good fight, but I think the gentleman moniker is going to have to be adopted sometime soon. That's just my opinion because that song was not great.
It was trash. Thank you, Fives. Appreciate you, bro. SS, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll? So it's just a security procedure again, SS. I do that every time brothers call in. We've had a lot of trolls in the past, bro. So every time someone calls in, maybe the same person, I just gotta make sure that they're not trolls. Because we've had some pretty bad stuff in the past. Shout out to Mr. LP for the $5 super chat. Guess what certs do hold currently? What's your search, Joe?
Solutions Architect, AWS.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, brother. Yeah, so SS, so you're new to the channel, bro. So we've had situations when a troll copied the username and the profile and called in, and let's just say what he showed on the live stream chat, I had to delete that stream. So if you can just confirm again. All right. Thank you, SS. All good, brother. Thank you very much. Shout out to Mr. Babatunde Oloyi for the $7.99 Australian dollar super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Great intel, guys. Good stream. Just bumped into it. We got another Australian brother in the building. Baba Tunde, send me a DM on IG. Would love to bring you on the channel to share the Australian experience. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Ayisa A for the $499 super chat. I appreciate you, Ayisa A, for the support. At Joe, I'm leaning towards cybersecurity. What are your thoughts on cloud security?
Yeah, go for it. VPCs and cloud networking is, very important. So you'll be able to get a job pretty easy once you get a cert and some experience.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, Ayisa, go for it, bro. You specialize within cloud security and AWS. They're gonna throw stupid money at you, brother. So go for it, brother. Let me bring in Mr. SS in the building. Okay, hold on, bro. Hold on, SS. What's going on, SS?
Yo, I'm back. I rate the security measures. Job be done. I just wanted to say that the Fives guy, you're looking for the digital nomad visas. There's a guy and a website called Nomad Capitalist, and also the subreddit called Digital Nomads. They have all the latest up-to-date information. So that's where you can find if you want a digital nomad visa. But also in regards to talking about being a passport bro in person, I just want to say do not do it, because people, as much as it's big on the internet, in real life, it's still a very niche thing, and people equate the two with incels. You see it all the time, the women on the TikTok and all of those things. So someone who doesn't understand, they're going to equate the two things. So to protect yourself, it's one of those things where Wagwan, you know what's going on, and you move in silence. You're part of the movement, but you don't speak unless the other person is aware of the situation, because you can get yourself in situations that you don't, or be perceived in a negative way. They think you're a sex pet. They think you're a creep. They think you're an incel, when that's not the case at all. I mean, most of us are very well-to-do guys, you know what I mean? Everyone talk about, these jobs and this is not, passport bros are not bums, is not, but they don't understand that. They just think that you're a guy that, you're exploiting foreign women and all those things, when it's not the case. So yeah, just be careful.
Yes,
Yeah, there's
indeed.
definitely a lot of haters out there.
Yeah, and one more thing when it comes to tell me if I'm just talking too much, because I don't want to.
No,
No,
you're good.
carry on, bro.
Yeah, I have some theory in regards to why the passport bro movement is happening, and I think it's a natural evolution of globalization. The global economy has been globalized. Companies in America move to Vietnam and China because it's cheap, and I think dating is the final form of the globalized world that we live in. And unfortunately, Western women, especially American women and European women, they're at the bottom of the barrel, because they're hypergamous by nature. And what they don't understand is that men in America and the UK and Europe, we are the softest. Not to put us down, but we are very, the things we accept that wouldn't run anywhere else in the world. They think that we're problematic. If they go to Africa, Asia, listen, the behaviors that they're on, they will be hung from trees. Not, I don't want to.
Keep it
Sorry,
PG, but
sorry.
keep your senses,
Yeah.
please.
But sorry. But they would not be tolerated in these other environments. So, Western men are very, very accepting. The amount of things that we accept, we're the most progressive, quote unquote. That's so they don't have anywhere to turn. Even economically speaking, an American woman, she's already in the richest country in the world. Where's she gonna go to? The Gulf? Yeah, your feminism isn't gonna go far there. Where are you gonna go to? It doesn't work. Whereas for the men, and this is why they don't like it, because they've essentially priced themselves at the market. We, especially American men, because the economy, the cultural capital, British men, European men, literally the whole world, all those women. It's a great time to be alive, to be to be a guy, and to export that, because you know there's 8 billion people on this planet, and there's only what, 150 to 200, 150 million American men, you know, 250 million Europeans. The world is your oyster, and it's only going to get worse as the inequality grows. So yeah, but they won't understand that. They all think you're incels and all of this stuff. So they either have to adapt, or essentially, buy cat food and dog food, because they can't compete. So yeah, it's looking very rosy if you're a guy in the West and you go to the gym and you get yourself into a decent position. Brothers, you're
No,
not going to be struggling anymore. I'm telling you.
No,
no,
facts there. Go on, Joe.
no. I was gonna say you're right. SS. I think we kind of tolerate a little bit too much, and we don't know our worth. We have a lot of opportunity here in the West, especially black men. A lot of opportunity out here. Um, you know, there's just so much money to be made, and a lot of us just put up with a lot of bad behavior from these women. And then once we travel, realize that's not really how it's supposed to work, or the relationship is supposed to work normally. Um, so just have to know your worth and set high standards.
Yes, yes. When you take that first trip abroad, brothers, when you see how you're treated, how they respect you for your intellect, how you move, you won't ever date an American chick. I told you I'm done with UK chicks. Never, not dated once, not dated one in a long time. I
Same,
told
bro.
you when it comes to UK women, there's four phrases I say to them: good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye. Nothing
That's
less,
funny, bro.
nothing more. And I'm being serious. In my workplace, in the cashier, I only speak to them when needed. Outside of that, I keep it short and quick. Don't leave me alone. Don't bother me. I got other women that I'm dealing with right now. I'm telling you, you won't even. They don't exist to you anymore, and that's how it should be. Ignore them when you can in all ways possible.
I concur, and I even, just for a little experiment, I recommend all the guys to download a dating app and just set your location in these other countries, and just see the difference in how you're perceived, and how many matches you get, and how they speak to you. They respect you, they see you as their you know superior. They have these traditional gender roles that are not seen as toxic or whatever. um I genuinely fear for women in America, the UK, Europe, and the statistics shows that I think by 2030, around 50% of women between the ages of 21 and 45 are going to be single and alone. Crazy. Yeah, export your talents, gentlemen.
I was just gonna
Facts,
say that too.
facts. Get out of the West. Get into a industry that allows you to work anywhere around the world. Forget about these women. It's over. I don't care about them. They're done. It's just done. So thank you, Mr. SS. I go and end the stream. I appreciate you, bro.
No worries. Cheers, man. And I messaged you
Okay,
on Insta, by the way. So,
awesome, bro. I'm gonna sleep and I'm gonna message you in the morning. Okay.
all right, cool.
Thank you, bro. Speak soon, brother. So, Mr. Joe, the star of the evening. Thank you, Joe. I want to say a huge thank you, brother, for coming on here and sharing your IT experience, brother. Do you have any closing statements, brother?
No, thank you for doing these streams and sharing this information. Like I've learned so much and met some cool people. So I'm super excited. Taking my talents elsewhere, like LeBron. Um, but yeah, just keep your heads high, know your worth, and go out there and get it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Joe. I wish you all the best in your career and your travels. I hope you find the woman of your dreams, and of course, there's definitely a home for you on this channel and on my platform, brother. So, looking forward, brother, to hearing and seeing your future endeavors. Fantastic, brother. So, thank you, Joe. Shout out to all the brothers who hit the super chats. Greatly appreciate. Welcome aboard, Mr. SS. Already dropping incredible statements. Make sure you go and follow my new TikTok. I'm going to be dropping incredible content on my TikTok from my channel and other content as well on my TikTok. And go and also follow my Facebook page that's open and public. You want to make sure you do. I'll be posting my videos on there from YouTube. But go and follow my TikTok, okay? So thank you, Joe. Looking forward to you coming back and sharing Denmark, Sweden, Finland intel with us. Oh, I know you're going to be running through some couple blondes, and it's all good. You know, those women don't create great wives. They're only there for a good time. So have your fun there, brother. You know, run through a couple blondes for the culture, and then the Patreon's here for us to hear your exploits, and of course, a channel to hear, how they check for brothers. We know they check for brothers heavy in Sweden and Denmark, particularly Sweden. So you're gonna kill it out there in Sweden, bro. Just don't get a chick pregnant, okay?
I'll try not to.
Kind of that platinum blonde hair that stares at you from the back when you're hitting it from the from the back from the back. you might just lose your mind, bro. Don't let that platinum blonde hair, get you confused, bro. All right, awesome, man. So thank you, brothers, man. Thank you, brothers. Amazing live stream. Hey, Johnny, where you been at, bro? Johnny Walker in the building, man. Oh man. Oh, Johnny's in the building. Shout out to Johnny Walker, man. A legend in this space, man. Hey, what's going on, Johnny, man? You good, bro? Where you been at, bro? Where you been at, bro? So I'm gonna end the stream in 3 minutes. Where's everyone listening in from? Where y'all calling in from? Where you listening in from? State, your country, your city. Where y'all coming in from, man? Where you listening in from, brothers? You want to say something, Joe?
Yeah, you got to trademark that saying. I only say good morning, good afternoon, and good night to them. You got to like put it on a t-shirt or something. That's too funny.
Yeah, I did.
It has
The
me dying.
merch. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I've got a merch for that, brother. So, brother, if you want to cop the merch for those 4 phrases, good morning, good evening, good night, go onto my merch site and my Teespring and cop the t-shirt. I actually wore the t-shirt once, and I was getting crazy looks. I was getting crazy looks when I wore that
I
t-shirt.
bet.
They were looking at me. What does that even mean? So, go onto my website and then cop the merch. For there's only 4 phrases I say to Western women: good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye. That's it, brothers. So go and cop the merch, man. You can go and cop the hoodie as well on the website. Support the movement, man. And also join the Patreon as well if you want to hear naughty, explicit intel on a foreign woman. I was listening to the Chinese one the other day. That was a crazy one on the Patreon. These Chinese chicks are freaks. They are freakier than freakier. Be careful of these Chinese chicks, brothers. All that innocent looks. In the bedroom, it's a whole different mentality. So you want to hear how freaky Chinese women are in the bedroom, Japanese, Swedish, Denmark, Brazilian. We did the Brazilian one back in March. And that was crazy. Some of you brothers need to understand that, right? On this channel, there are certain things that you need to know, right, that we can't speak on the live stream. And the Brazil one, the 2-part Brazil Patreon intel, right? I'm telling you, man, Brazil's a whole different game. These women are freaks as well, but you got to do things differently there. Go on, Joe.
Yeah, the Patreon is definitely lit. The reason I'm heading to Sweden and Finland first, just because from what I heard on Sweden's Patreon, and I gotta say it's definitely worth it.
Tell you, man. Thank you, bro. Literally, brother. The Patreon is going to, it's going to tell brothers how to deal with foreign women in the bedroom. Because let me tell you this, brothers, right? Sex is very important in a relationship. Would you agree with that, Joe?
Big facts.
So you need to know how to lay it down, and you need to know what foreign women like. Now, I'm not saying go crazy and do some crazy stuff, but you gotta know how to hit it right. Because when you hit it right, when you hit it right, she gonna be attached to you. All right. So the Patreon tells you how to treat these women in the bedroom, what they will do to you, how freaky they are. Because these Japanese chicks, they may be feminine, they may be submissive, but in the bedroom, they are they're something else, bro.
And it tells you where to go too, where to meet them, how to approach them. But I gotta say that the Germany and the Swedish Patreons were definitely X-rated. Crazy.
Bro, what, you mean the Berlin one, right? The one in Berlin.
Yeah, the Berlin one. That was wild.
Brother. And you know what, right? I don't want to speak too much about it, right? I don't want to speak too much about it. But there's one instant in the Berlin Patreon where he goes to that club, right? I remember when I was in Germany a couple of years ago, and there was this Turkish cab driver, right? So I'm in the back seat, okay? And I ask him, hey, bro, any good clubs around here? And he's like, yeah, IP, go to this and go to this club. Now, I'm not going to tell you the name of the club. You go on the Patreon to find that out. He's like, go here. I search it up. I'm like, bro, is this real? He's like, yeah, I've been there. The ladies there, they get on. I'm like, bro, man, I ain't going there. You must be out your mind. But some brothers go there, bro. Some brothers go there. They do their thing, the chicks there. But I think to me, bro, that's just too freaky. Would you agree with me, Joe? Or would you go to that club?
I know which one you're talking about. I've never been to one, but I just gotta say, people are definitely sleeping on Germany. People are always focused on Colombia or Thailand, but Germany's definitely on that same level. So just keep that in mind.
Would you go to it though, brother? That place.
I mean, if I was older, maybe.
All right, so that's I'm gonna end it right there, man. Shout out to Johnny Walker in the building for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Patreon is gold. Patreon is very gold, man. We got intel on over 50 countries, X-rated, explicit, raw, and unfiltered. There's nothing else like my Patreon. Even I use it. I use it before I go to Japan. I'll tell you that, brothers. I watch all the Japan videos on my Patreon to prepare me for what really goes on in Japan. And let me tell you, brothers, it really goes down in Japan. Shh.
And there's gonna be a lit video about Finland coming up too on the Patreon.
Oh, okay, Joe. You gonna get your rocks off, huh?
I'm get something off.
Hey man, please, brother. That's gonna be. I've been waiting on Finland for a minute, man. I've been asking brothers, you been there? You been there? So you're the first one there, brother. So please, be on your Genghis Khanish right there, brother, and come over here to the Patreon and share it. Patreon is gold, brothers. If you're not on there, you are missing out big time, brothers. If you're not on Patreon, you are missing out big time, man. You're missing. There's over 80 videos. Okay. As to just how freaky foreign women get with brothers in the bedroom. But Joe, tell me your top 5 Patreon content, if you remember, brother.
Yeah, I remember the Germany, Berlin, Sweden. I think Denmark was really good. There's been a few on Colombia, so I can't miss that one. And then there's one I can't remember if it was Philippines or maybe it was South Korea. It was just kind of surprising. I didn't expect that, so that was interesting.
I'll tell you mine, right? I'll tell you mine. Johnny Walker. Facts, Joe. Berlin is a crazy city, and when I was there a couple of years ago, I could feel that kind of vibe in Berlin. I'm like, whoa, these chicks are really forward. What's going on here? You know, I'm like, okay, IP, you need to calm it down and deconstruct your whole environment, IP. There's too many women that are giving you play, and the kind of play they want to give you, IP. You can't just run through 20 women in 1 week, IP. You crazy, IP? That's the kind of time they're on, brothers. If you're a clean cut brother in Berlin, you're gonna be you're in for a surprise. The Patreon is dead set. I'll tell you that. So let me tell you my top five, bro, so far. The two Chinese part one, part two, Chinese Intel. That was wild, bro. I never knew Chinese women even like brothers like that. I never even knew that Chinese women get freaky with brothers like that. I thought Chinese women hated us, but they get freaky with brothers. The Berlin one in Germany, that was wild, bro. That first hour where the brother breaks down what happens in the club scene, that was shocking, man. That was too freaky for me. I had to pause that and bathe myself in holy water, bro. No, brother, no cat, bro. I paused it. I went to my bathroom. I got some holy water, put that in water, and then poured myself from head to toe. I was like, Lord, Lord, take this stuff away from me. It's too freaky, bro. I would say the Japan one. Okay, in regards to what gets done in Japan, I never knew Japanese women were like that. Crazy freaky. And number five, I would say the Sweden one. Oh, yeah. So, bro, man, you're going to Denmark and Sweden and Finland. I think you're
Yeah.
gonna run through a couple chicks, bro. Go on, bro.
No, I was gonna say, I think you had a stream. I forgot his name. He was a dentist from Canada, but he was talking about how crazy Iceland was. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, those that might be something else too.
Yeah, so I've got two videos on Iceland on the Patreon, and they were very similar. I think those Icelandic girls are they demonic freaks. They are
Yeah.
they are the top level of the freaks of the freaks.
They basically catcall you. It's like crazy.
That's mad, bro. It's like, and brothers wouldn't know that if they weren't on the Patreon. Let me tell you this right, brother. The Patreon has helped me navigate Japan big time. You know, brothers, when you get a Japanese chick, when she's into you and you get into the bedroom, you need to watch the Patreon because you do certain things to her, she's gonna be obsessed with you, and we want women to be obsessed with us. Ain't that right, Joe?
Of course. And it's not just the women too. You have the knowledge about the phone setup, how to set up your phone so you can get remote access from the States. And then you said the laptop thing too, how to set up VPN abroad.
Yes. So, yep. I've helped out a couple brothers as to how to actually work abroad remotely with the technology. We've had Zoom calls on a one-to-one basis. So, brothers, a patron is there to elevate you to the next level, man. It really is. And there's a lot more classic intel coming on the Patreon, man. You think I'm playing around right now, brothers? I'm gonna set you brothers up for success. You will always remember international passport. You will never forget what I've done for brothers, man. You know, I could have sold out. I could have, be chasing clout. You know, show my face everywhere. You know, if I was showing my face right, and if I allowed every group of men into my space, I will probably be on 500,000 subscribers right now to keep it a stack, or at least 100K subscribers. But I've kept it for the brothers. So you get this experience is tailored towards brothers. Give me my props, brother, man. Give me my props, brothers, man. Support me. because I'm losing a lot of money here. I'm losing a lot of money here by not making this content for every group of men. I'm losing a lot of money, brothers. So you gotta support me, man. In any way
And you're
possible.
losing sleep too. Different time zone.
Different time zone, man. Losing sleep, losing money to save other brothers. You gotta support me, man. You gotta cop the merch. You gotta be on the Patreon. You gotta hit the PayPal, hit the super chats, because I have accumulated 30K subscribers by only making this content for brothers. Imagine if I made it for everyone. If it was for everyone, I would be at 100K easily, bro. Making a lot more money. Because of me, brothers, because of me, you have all these countries, all these Patreon intel catered towards the brothers' experience specifically. It's not whitewashed, it's not Latino washed, it's not Asian washed, tailored towards brothers specifically. So you know how to move out there, how they will treat you. Gotta support, man.
We basically have like a Wikipedia of every major country that you want to travel to for free. And he does these live streams like every 2-3 days. So I mean, it's the least you can do. And it's not just about women too. I know that dude called in last week, said all we talk about is women. It's about business and money too, and elevating yourself. This is just the PG version. The Patreon is the X-rated version, talks about nightlife and stuff. So there's just a lot of value.
Facts, bro. I mean, this isn't mixing the sauce. This is the actual sauce itself. You can't fail. You have intel on German women, Croatian women, Japanese, Colombian, Costa Rican. I've almost done the whole planet Earth for brothers.
Dora the Explorer over here.
Dora the Explorer. I mean, man, and right now YouTube is playing my channel because I dropped a video yesterday in regards to Dominican Republic, right? That should have done a lot of views, but YouTube is suppressing my content. I'm up against the powers that be to save brothers, and YouTube is actively suppressing my content.
They don't want to see us happy.
They don't want to see us happy, man. Anytime you want to help brothers specifically, it's a problem. Damn. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate you, brother, man, for the support. That means a lot to me, brother. Appreciate you keeping this exclusive to brothers, plus giving up sleep and health for us. I know you don't have a social life in the UK at this point. I don't have no social life, bro. I don't. I work a 9-to-5 job. I do my live streams. I edit my videos. I interview brothers for the Patreon, intel for the Patreon. I don't have a social life, man. Damn. Appreciate you, Johnny Walker, man. Shout out to Mr. Eric Mogadishu for the $2.99 Australian dollar super chat. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. IP saving lives. Support. Yes, indeed, support me, brothers, man. Support me, man. Damn. Support brothers, man. Appreciate the brothers that are supported so far, man. This means a lot to me. They don't want to see brothers free. They don't want to see brothers happy. How is my content being suppressed? It's crazy, man. But let me check my PayPal and I'm gonna end the stream. Go on, Joe. You want to say something, bro?
They're gonna keep us in the matrix, keep us on that blue pill.
They ain't gonna win, brother. We gonna win this war, man.
Take the red pill. Get in the IT.
Absolutely, man. Start traveling, start experiencing life, start seeing, how they will treat you. It's going to change you forever, man. I'm telling you, every day I dream about Panama. I dream about Japan. Literally, brothers, man. I'm dreaming about these countries. I'm dreaming, man. Miss it. If you think I'm happy, I wake up every day to see Keisha, Becky, me mugging me, disrespecting me, demeaning me. When I could be with a dime Japanese chick in Japan right now, rubbing my back, bathing and moisturizing me, brothers. Damn. Go on, Joe.
Oh no, you're
Go on,
good.
Joe. Okay. All right. So, thank you, brothers, man, for calling in, man. Joe, this has been an amazing live stream, man. Joe, I wish you all the success and all the best, brother, in your journey, in your IT career, in your travels. Be safe when you go to Scandinavia this week, brother, and of course, keep in touch with me, brother.
Will do. Thank you.
There you go, Johnny. Look at that. Your content is definitely being suppressed. Your subscriber base was flying through a bit, yep, and you're streaming now more than ever. So Western forces are definitely suppressing you. Yes, indeed, man. I was getting subscribers. Literally, I was getting 50 a day at one point. I was getting high views. Then around April, May, it just cut off for no reason, bruv. It don't make sense, man. My last video I did yesterday only got 2.5k views. How? And people that do similar content to me in terms of doing reactions to crazy modern woman content, they're getting thousands of views. So why are they coming for me, bro? Why are they coming for me, bro? Why me? I ain't harm nobody. I ain't do nothing to nobody, man. But if you want to save your own brothers, okay, it's a problem. This ain't right, man. Because the video I dropped yesterday, bro, right? Great view duration, great click through rate, great everything. Everything it ticked the boxes. It's all green, but it's still getting hardly any views. Damn, man, I ain't happy, man. Shout out to Ramel Diaz in the building. Shout out to you, Ramel. Appreciate you, bro, for the £2 super chat. Ramel in the building. Thank you, brother. Tuned in late. Big up to every brother in IT hustling. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I'm building a network of IT brothers because every other group of men have their own network. The Chinese man has his own network. The Indian man, the white man, the Latino man. Now it's time for us to have our own network, man. So I want to flood brothers into IT, so we can network with each other. So one day, Joe can be a director and hire another brother from this channel. Ain't that right, Joe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Super excited.
That's the plan, brothers. That's the plan, brothers. Having a network of brothers to connect. IP did that. IP did that. So as I end my statement in these last closing seconds, brothers, thank you, man. Please keep pushing, keep persevering, believe in yourself. You're gonna reach the promised land. You're gonna get there, brothers, man. Okay? Yep. Absolutely, Ramel. Absolutely, man. He just came out from class. That's what I want to see, bro. He's hungry. Brothers, keep being hungry, man. Strive for success. Strive for success. Man. Hey, Joe, feel free to jump off, bro. Anytime you want to, brother. I want to keep speaking for a bit, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just everyone listening, make a plan and be aggressive. I remember a couple months ago, I was dreaming about going to Poland, and I'm super excited to actually head to Europe this weekend, kind of just see if the rumors are true, just based on the stuff that I've heard from the stream. So if I could give you guys some of that excitement to just go out there, study. It doesn't have to be in IT, it could be in any business, finance, marketing, whatever, but just go out there, go and do it. Don't be broke. It's just time is money. Don't waste it. Just go out there and live your dreams. But yeah, have a good night.
Have a good night, Joe. Thank you, brother. Brothers, man. Yo, so shout out to Joe for that incredible live stream, man. And in the last 5-10 minutes, I want to just have a motivational speech. Brothers, we got, man. This is our own community. We come from backgrounds and communities where it's broken, single mother households, gang-ridden households where they didn't teach us about IT. They didn't teach us, about the world. We need to strive to be the best, not second best, not third best, but numero uno, numero uno, number one, brothers. I want to be the best, and I want other brothers to be the best too. I dream one day that it's brothers in IT sitting on gold chairs, right, and putting their hands on a gold table and dictating things and running the world and running different businesses. Only for brothers, by brothers, man. I dream of that. I want brothers to have that power, man. I'm tired of being at the bottom. I'm tired of being at the bottom because people who are powerless, they get exploited. And brothers are currently being exploited by the powers that be. Nobody respects us. Nobody cares for us. Nobody checks up on us. So we got, brothers. We got. What Theo's doing, teaching brothers every week, salute to you, Theo, man. I appreciate you, brother. Is Keisha doing this? Is the government doing this? Is the government putting time aside to help you brothers out? They don't care about us, brothers. So we have to care for ourselves. I've made this space to be that change, man. Because I was tired of being at the bottom. I was tired, of seeing other groups of men and people lap us, demean us, laugh at us, man. They had their own networks, their own power, their own group. We gonna get there, brothers. We gonna get there. We gonna get there, brothers. Okay? And those who laughed at us, those who demeaned us, those who looked down on us, one day they're gonna regret that when we're on top. When we're with their woman, when their women are chasing after us, we're gonna be on top, brothers. Whether it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 1 year from now, this brothers in this passport bro space, in his IT space, we're gonna be on top. We're gonna have our networks. We're gonna dominate. We're gonna execute. Shout out to Mr. Joe, our guest, for the $999 super chat. Look at that, man. I appreciate you, Joe. Thank you, brother. Stay focused. Get that bread. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Get that bread, brothers. Get it. Get it. We gonna get that bread, bro. We gonna get that bread, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. We gonna get that bread every day, man. Everything, man. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? We gonna get that bread, bro. Y'all feel me, don't right? Y'all feel me, brothers? We gonna get that, man. We gonna get it. We gonna get all of it, man. The power, the money, the respect, man. Damn, man. Y'all feel me, brothers, man? Yeah, man. You gonna get that bread right there, brother, man. Yeah, man. We gonna get that bread right there, bro. Y'all feel me, brother? We gonna get that ish right there, man. Get that right there, brother. We gonna get that right here, man. Yeah, man. Y'all feel me, brothers, man? Y'all feel me from east, south, west, brothers, man? We gonna feel that. We gonna get that bread right there, bro. You gonna get that everything right there, man. We gonna be we gonna put our minds to that, brother, man. Brother, man. We gonna get that bread, bro. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro. Y'all feel me, man? Got a little bit of hood in me, bro. From Southside Chicago, man. Southside Chicago, brother. And we don't give a damn out here, man. Y'all laugh at us, man. Y'all disrespect us. Y'all demean us in this mofo. In this mofo, okay. We gonna get to it, bro. We gonna get to it, man. We got it. We got it. We got it, bro. We got it, bro. I feel you checking. We checking. She a dime. She got a fat ass. She cute. She fat. I want her. She Japanese too, bro. She Japanese too, bro. She Japanese too, bro. She Japanese too, bro. Y'all feel me, brother? She Japanese too. She half Korean. She half Japanese. She a dime, bro. She a dime, bro. I'm gonna check for her, bro. She checking for me too, bro. So let's get it, bro. Ooh, let's get it, bro. All right, man. Back to business, brothers, man. So, yeah, man. Great live stream, man. Amazing. All right. So, damn. Man. Keep pushing, brothers, man. Let's get it, man. Stay tuned for Denmark. Let's get it, Joe. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, bro. And Sweden too, man. Let's get it. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So as I end this live stream, a huge thank you to the brothers, man. Salute. Brothers, keep pushing. Take it easy. And I will see you, brothers, on the next live stream and video. Peace out, brothers. Salutes. Thanks, man. And shout out to you, Joe. Thank you all the brothers who supported tonight and who had the PayPal donations and the super chats. Cop the merch, join the Patreon, book your IT consultation, get into IT, and peace out, brothers. Thank you.